And we are live. Welcome everyone to the first pre-vacation live stream of the week, where you guys decide what the fuck we're doing. What are we doing today? What's the game plan? Also, how's everybody's Monday been? Oh, we're doing... You want to do Raw? I gotta set everything up then for that. For myself, not really you guys. That works for me because I can play some Supercard while that happens too. So, I'm down with that. Playing Dark Souls 2 on no death run. Every time you die, you reset the... Yeah, no, we definitely ain't doing that, Jan. We're good to have you in here, man. Alright. I literally was just sitting here on the extra innings page. That's what I was doing before stream. I can tell you guys this. You will be getting plenty. You know what? That's a better option than Dark Souls 2. That is a better option than Dark Souls 2. I will say I've gotten everything done for this week. I've already scheduled up all videos for this week. Recorded Monday's video for next week. Gotta edit that after we watch Raw. I almost forgot it's on Netflix. I almost forgot it's on Netflix. And I even got on the PlayStation too. I almost forgot it's on Netflix. But I've gotten that done. You guys also, outside of like some minor things I need to go into just to make the videos a little easier to just run, you guys will get every VOD of Danganronpa coming your way during vacation. That is Monday through Friday. While I'm on vacation, you guys will have Danganronpa on the VODs channel. So it's 3 VODs each stream, or 3 VODs in each video. Alright, let me do some minor stuff here while Obafemi makes his entrance. Probably have what I need. Do I? Is the question. Oh, that's nice. I can just real quick do shit like that. That's nice. I'm checking if I have an image for Raw or not. I don't think I do. Surprisingly. You know what? I'm just gonna go with this one. Because I've used it before and I'm going with it. Alright, now we got the reaction screen up. Let me turn off the music so I can actually hear everything that's happening. Oh shit, look at that. Triple H is fucking on screen for some reason. I'm sorry, we're doing a weigh-in? Okay, now you might be going a little too far. Yeah, I saw all of that. I saw all of that. And it sounds like the whole trade demand is more so trying to get a new contract, more naturally wanting to be traded. But it's him being either sign me or trade me. All the other stuff, what the fuck? Like, even the Michael Lombardi stuff, apparently there were some HR situations that forced it. Wants to go to the West Coast or Vegas. So he wants to go with the Rams or the Rams or the Rams. He'd really probably like to go with the Rams. Maybe the Rams. I'm pretty sure he wants to go with the Rams. You know, just like everybody. Well, Cole, here comes the pain. Time out. What the fuck is this? Hmm. Former NFL player deported by ICE back to Kenya. The fuck? Uh, hmm. Yeah, it's like everyone wanted to go to the Dodgers. But see, they pay you $60 million. Guys, give me a question to ask Bing. I only need this because I'm trying to get like free months of Spotify. Oh wow, Bing doesn't want to tell us anything, just giving me shit. Well, apparently some MLB owners reportedly expect the lockout to cancel the entire season, which, duh. Okay, that's all I needed. Also, I do love that his shirt is censored. Why is the shirt censored? Not to mention, shit is like one of the weakest words to censor. Why? Why? He's only been like, what, 2 Hell in a Cell matches? Maybe 3? Of course he hasn't been beat. That's not very impressive. Triple H was in like 7 of them. Which is absurd. I like that Miles Sanders is the headline of the players they worked out. A bunch of depth guys. Sanders was the only guy who's actually started consistently. I mean, it's about that time you just fill out like those 7th and 8th spots, right? Why does the cell kind of look like it's made of plastic? Am I the only one that thinks it looks like that? No, it's the gray cell, but it just looks weird. Something looks weird about it. I'm sorry, Lucky Tossie? That's a name. That's almost as good as naming your kid Kal-El. I still can't get over the fact that Bowling Green has Superman on their team at safety. That's insanity. Oh god, the cameramen aren't safe. Those independent workers aren't safe. One dude sold that pretty damn well though. Holy fuck. That's some good height on the choke slam. Dear lord. Is an Australian rugby player tried to make either a D tackle or a guard. That's always what happens. You sit there and you have like one guy where you're like, I think he's better here, and the team plays him elsewhere. You're like, well, that's disappointing. Although the rugby guys, I feel like normally are always better offensive players. Gotta hit that pose. I will say the fact that they're billing this Rollins Reigns match is like the last time kind of does give off the feel one of them's calling it sooner rather than later. Guys, John Moxley made a cameo. They showed him twice. Crazy. That means John Moxley's coming back SummerSlam. I don't know how I feel about them starting with a weigh-in. There wasn't really anything, and then going to they talk about the face-off, which is obviously going to be the main. I get try to make it feel like it's legitimate sports. You still gotta understand the stupidity of wrestling. Yeah, weigh-ins don't matter. They don't mean shit. Okay, I I need to know if it's just me on this one because I feel like it's been the last couple weeks that I've seen Austin Theory since he shaved his head, especially the last handful of weeks. Is it just me or does he look like Channing Tatum? Specifically, like somewhere between Channing Tatum in Blink Twice and Roof Man. I just see it in the face, and it's weird. It's weird. Also, speaking of movies, I watched Obsession Saturday. That movie is fantastic. If you're not a horror movie fan, you don't have to watch it. If you just like film, watch it. It's fucking good. From just a thematic aspect, it's fucking good. Also, it's way too real at the beginning. And there was one moment where I literally sat there and I got really just like almost Leonardo DiCaprio like. You know the meme where he points at the screen? I kind of did that, but then yelled, "Fucking I knew it! I knew it!" Yeah. Yeah. That's really fucking good. Highly recommend. I also need to look something up. Nope, not seeing what I want. Oh yeah, did you guys hear about Busted Open Radio and how now that's part of WWE Radio? So now they're gonna stop talking about AEW. Not a big Ryan Garcia guy. I watched like one of his fights. Not a big fan. Not a big fan. Not gonna lie. Was a bit disappointed. Alright, here we go. Akira Tozawa's gonna upset him. I feel it in my bones. That's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna lie, I feel bad for Otis. Because every blonde he's been involved with storyline wise turns on him. Poor guy. Did they just stop that story? Was there any end to that story? Because I feel like she just got put back on it. She just got brought down to NXT. So it just like stopped. There was no ending. See, he's still not good. It had no end. He had no actual ending. It just died. Nobody wants that. You know what? Give him credit for starting with that spot. I didn't think Otis was gonna get fucking anything. My god, there's a Joe Hendry Danhausen concert later on tonight. That was a little late on the flip for the Hurricane Rana, but you know what? Whatever. You know what? A certain a certain commentator would have said that's a Jezebel move. He would say the word Jezebel about 5 different times. Dear Lord. 3 minutes of ads. That's just normal ad breaks, but it's weird to see the number of ads in a 3 minute ad spot. That's the bad part about Netflix and all that. When they show the ads, you see the number of ads you're getting. I think that makes it worse. Is it just me? I feel that makes it worse knowing how many ads there are. A Discovery ad for Shark Week. You're just watching the countdown. Exactly. Don't give me the number of ads or anything like that. Just let the ads play. Oh, also, apparently they turned Kenny Omega heel last night. And Will Ospreay is no longer part of the Death Riders. I don't know what else happened. I know Willow won the title. What else happened? Maya World won the TBS title. Good for her. And then the Young Bucks are gonna face ENC. Oh yeah, Andrade won the national title. I think those are all the title changes that happened. I don't think they'd. Has it been 90 days yet for the New Day? Because it feels like All In makes a lot of sense for the New Day. Why? Why the fuck are we giving internet celebrities TV shows? Stop it. Stop giving YouTubers TV shows. Stop it. For the love of God, stop it. Give the like legitimate directors and the people making short film shit, because they're doing good. They're doing good shit right now. Give it to those people. Don't give it to random ass people. Don't stop it. Maybe. Plus, they need to just end the Death Riders. Got swept last night in both matches. Yeah, just they need to end the Death Riders years ago. I've said before, like initially it was a good thing, and then it just got way too boring. And more importantly for me, I feel like it's limiting my boy Claudio Castagnoli. That man should be going after the world title. Let's be real. Uh, I don't know if I 100% agree with that, but I could see, especially with Paul Heyman having a bigger say now in the back for booking, I could see Claudio being pushed really, really well. I don't know about Pac or Wheeler Yuta. However, I do think Claudio would probably be pushed a lot better because Heyman massively high on him, and Trips is listening to Heyman. So that's why the Vision, I think, is getting so much booking time. Although, hey, I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. American Alpha is getting, or Alpha Academy is getting a lot of fucking offense in on the Vision. So give him a lot of credit. There you go. They did do the nice little callback of him kind of holding back Osprey last night. The knees. Mmm. Damn. I don't know if I've. Are you just holding him up for a fucking spear? Is that it? That's your finishing move there? Just holding him for this. Why come up with a cool tag move utilizing the spear and something? It could be simply a spear and neckbreaker combo that makes no sense why the neckbreaker's even used, but it kind of looks cool. You can do that. There's like 95 different ways to use a spear. Hell, Austin Theory's athletic as shit. Just make him do a super kick. That's what all the athletic guys do. Do a super kick into the spear. right now, right now, Wednesday, I do think we'll be streaming. Right now, Wednesday, I do think we'll be streaming. Uh, and we will do Friday. We will stream Friday. It's just gonna be 1 o'clock stream. We will stream Friday. You guys will still get your 4 streams this week. Also, fun fact: I get paid the week after vacation, which fucking sucks. Because I'm going into vacation with nothing. Which is perfectly fine because I'm not gonna spend really. So it's totally fine. But I hated it because I looked and I thought maybe there was a chance they give me my payout before. But nope. I get paid the week after. And I'm like, no. I'll give them credit for giving them that much offense. I didn't think Alpha Academy would get that much offense in. I mean, we knew who was getting the dub, but. Oh! I don't know the last time I saw somebody do that. Steel chair to the head in between the ring posts. Like, I don't think. I don't remember the last time I saw somebody do that. I will give Logan Paul credit. Good facial expression on like the shock of, oh my god, I can't. What the fuck did you just do, man? Poor Otis, man. Yeah. I mean, it might be. That's what it felt like. I don't know what happens that gives Alpha Academy the fighting chance in this storyline. Pure, unadulterated. I don't know. I mean, I just don't understand why the storyline's that much of a thing. They barely even like when Maxine turned, it was just she showed up and helped Theory. It wasn't even like a build to the turn. It just happened. So like I feel like all this was to split that and they weren't really supposed to be involved. Who are you talking to, Raquel? I mean, her getting cut just made no sense. Everybody else, at least, like, I understood why they got cut. Like, she got cut, and the rumor was there was a rumor. And they cut her for that reasoning. It wasn't even the budget cut, like the whole they asked everybody to take a pay cut. It wasn't even that. It was like she had said something that she wanted to go back to Japan and they didn't like that, so they cut her or something like that. To re-debut in Japan soon? Fuck yeah. Get her in Marigold. Or Stardom, whichever one you want. I would assume probably Marigold because uh what's the name of the owner? I forget his name. But that's the dude she's got a stronger relationship with, I would assume. But end of August is her 90. There we go. The agent she hired is known for representing a ton of AEW stars as well. I saw she hired an agent. I didn't see like any more of the article because it was a Threads article, and I don't have Threads, so I'm just like, ooh. That's why I figured though it had something to do with AEW. You know what the only issue with that is? They're gonna book her in one match, and then she's not gonna show up ever again in AEW, or she'll work ROH, and nobody cares about ROH, which really sucks. Legitimately, I saw a post that said Lee Moriarty's been the pure champion for 2 years. I forgot the pure championship existed. I forgot that title existed because I had not seen anything about it in forever. He's been the ROH pure champion for 2 years. 2 years. And that title used to be the shit in ROH. That was bigger than the world title at a point. I mean, hell, she deserves all the glazing possible. She's been fantastic. She is the only thing going good with ROH. She should not be there. She should be on AEW constantly. But she's fucking killing it in ROH. Athena's doing fantastic work. Oh, she deserves 10 times better. She deserves a billion times better. Legitimately, and this is no disrespect to any of the women on the AEW roster, uh, Athena is by far the best talent they have, and there is no reason she should not currently be holding the AEW women's title. There is no fucking reason why she shouldn't be. Why the fuck is Jimmy Hart there? I will say, if, given I'm not going to see it, but if Gable wins the IC title, what they need to do to set that match up, like he needs to be backstage, getting ready. Jason Jordan needs to walk in there and give him a fucking pep talk. If you're gonna put the title on him, have Jason Jordan walk in there and give him a pep talk before the match. Like, do something with Jason Jordan. He's there. He's a fucking producer. Do something with him during this whole Chad Gable thing to really boost Chad. Come on. I've been waiting forever for them to actually use him for something. Why the fuck did the Jags host Zay Jones? What the fuck? Hmm. I guess that makes sense. It's the new Joey Mercury security guy. They need to do something, man. I will say they should put the title on him. Oh, how do we feel about AEW? Essentially, let's be real. AEW essentially signing Bayley. It hasn't happened yet, but it's gonna happen. We know this. What are they gonna do? There's nothing for them to do. They don't have a women's tag division. Like, you've got like 4 tag teams, if that. You're gonna have them take those titles, then just hold them for 60 years? Fuck. So Bayley's just gonna do the same thing she was doing in WWE? That makes sense to leave. I'm sorry, does Javon Evans merch have 6'7" on it? The fuck? What are we doing? Yeah. Hopefully Javon gets this W. No offense to Rusev. Gotta keep taking the L's. Rusev, you just gotta. I just saw that on Twitter that Jamal Adams signed with the Vikings. That's going to change the Vikings defense 100%. Well, if he's perfect for Brian Flores' defense, that's all you got to be. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Not a good linebacker, not even in a video game. Don't understand why we're still doing Insidious movies. We already took the kid to art school. That was bad enough. That was the ultimate horror. I you're thinking Darius Slay. No, not Darius Slay. Who the fuck was it? Was it Darius Slay? No, Darius Slay retired, I think, not play for the Bills. Right? Who the fuck was it? Who the fuck was it? Now that's gonna bug me. Jair Alexander, that's who it was. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. What the fuck is with that? What's the spoon with the cherry? What? Where the fuck are we? Oh, Rusev got jobber entrance. Guys, we need to wait. They should have done a a weigh-in for this matchup. We needed to check if they were in the same weight class. I mean, did that 7th rounder get him a Georgia player? Because let's be real, that's all it needs to get him. Oh, what do you guys think of the Nickel City jerseys for Buffalo? Oh, it was 2027-7. So they'll take a Georgia player this year. This coming draft, they'll take a Georgia player. What the fuck was that office like? Look at the camera. Look at Javon Evans turned into Jim from The Office. Okay. I like that Javon Evans took us to commercial break. At least it's picture in picture. They get points for that. Like 0.2 points, but they get points for it. And for them, that's something. I was gonna sneeze and it didn't come out. I could feel it, but it didn't want to leave my body. I just saw a post on Twitter that said Memphis Bills. That's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. You gonna let Jaren choose tomorrow's stream? Jaren might be asleep. He might not even be here tomorrow, for all we know. Oh God, I don't like the laughter. Jaren, if you already know what you want, just tell me so I can set it up for tomorrow. Keep in mind it has to be At least related to what we've been doing. There's a Strangers Thing immersive experience. Going to watch. Urban Meyer Shags games. It depends which one. What game do you want me to watch? I'll watch the 6 to 9 game. I'll watch the only fun Urban Meyer win. The London game's okay, but one as fun as 6 to 9. Or do you want me to relive Cincinnati? I mean, I'm down for anything really. It depends on just how chill you guys want the stream to be. Cause like today, this is pretty good for me. I wasn't feeling. I did not want to do any like visual novel stuff or Persona because I just didn't want to read. I did 3 fucking videos of commentary, and I had to take a break between the second and third. So oh, Javon throwing haymakers. Damn. Okay, that's fine. We can leave. We can always leave it up to start a stream. Good mood, then I'm gonna ruin it. If be mood, then I'll be nice. I mean, I don't know if I'll be in a bad mood. Let's see, what do I have to do tomorrow? All I have to do tomorrow, if I'd like to get another good walk in. I went 5.5 more miles. So, and then I've just got to edit and record. So, don't really have too terribly much to do. So, it shouldn't put me in a bad mood, but we'll see. All right, see you when you get back, man. If not, have a good night at work. And don't let the canines take full advantage. Or cats. Oh, the flail. Javon Evans used flail. Fucking high knee. Oh, oh shit. Got him in the accolade. Oh, Not bad. Not bad look to fight out of that, because I legitimately thought that might have been the finish. I was a little surprised. I'm like, Rusev actually gonna get the W? Whoa! Oh, Morris. I was about to say, if they called that a cutter, that was wrong. Oh my god, a squirrel and a dove. We're at the O's Tigers game. Insanity. That's actually a pretty damn good match. That was better than a better match than I thought it was gonna be. I really thought that was gonna be kind of cut and dry. Javon Evans just gets the W, but they actually sold me a bit that Rusev might make him tap. So I give him credit on that one. Yeah, 141 straight streams is crazy, man. That is insane. There's no reason you should be coming here 141 straight times. I ain't got no answers for why you would do that. It's too much time you're spending here. I don't know if it's that reason or because I make you feel better about yourself. Maybe it's that. Good old WrestleMania 40 when it was a really, really solid main event, even though it was overbooked to high hell, but it was really fun. We all remember that. That was a fun time. And then we all thought it was going to lead to something with The Rock, and then it didn't, and we were all upset about that. And then, Finn, 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 and heel Cena. Fun times. I mean, it could. It depends on if you want that or not. And that's kind of why I wait for the stream to start and then we decide on what to do, just in case you guys might be feeling something one day. I mean, it's up to you guys. I'm normally down for whatever the fuck. Like, legitimately. The only reason I did not want to do any uh, Ace Attorney or Persona today was solely for the fact of I did so much commentary. Because legitimately, I think the most commentary I've ever done in one day is 2 games. I don't think I've ever done. I think today was the first day I've ever done 3 games in one day of commentary. Because the second game, I lost my voice a little bit at the end, So I felt like I had to take a break, and it came back at least by the third game. So, but you guys will be able to tell that Wednesday. Which I will say, Wednesday's game is a really fun one. The Ohio game is really fun. And then Friday, you guys get to end the week with the most important game of the whole season, the ball sack rivalry. That's Friday's game. Everyone's favorite. So far, this is my least favorite ad. This ad for a Netflix show of YouTubers. I don't even know who these guys are. The Stokes twins? Who the fuck are you? And it looks like the budget is way too high for this shit. Yep. Yep. If I will say, I had very low expectations going into the year, especially after the Eastern Michigan game. I think my expectations were lower than they started after the Eastern Michigan game. Uh, but there's a chance now we make a bowl game. There's a chance. Now the question is, who the fuck will we play in the bowl game? Oh, that's why Garcia's there. They're building up for the Zuffa match. Okay. Why the lights out? Oh, okay, it's the Hendry Danhausen concert. I mean, I believed going into the year that we'd win about 4 games. That was my expectation because it's the MAC. You know, I thought we'd beat a couple teams. I did not expect to lose the way we did to Eastern Michigan. When that happened, I'm like, are we going to win a game? And luckily, the River Toads were awful. Luckily, the River Toads were awful. And that brought my confidence. That legitimately was a confidence booster. Oh my god, the mini Housens are here. Does the one have a harmonica? What? What? Why do we have a dance team? Why the fuck do we have a dance team? What the hell is happening? One of the mini Housens is El Torito. I think it's the one on the left. Because last I remember El Torito, he was a pretty big dude. why do we need the dance team for this? I feel like the Mini-Housens are rocking plenty enough. You're taking eyes off the Mini-Housens. Like, this is just rude to them. Why why is Ryan Garcia now involved in this? I what? Here's what I need to do. I'll play a little bit of Supercar on my phone. What? Ryan Garcia, how could you? Yeah, I'm glad I'm not a fan of yours. Oh, hey, there's Judgment Day. No, he hasn't done the Fire Logan Paul song in a while. Tomorrow? Yeah, that's tomorrow. Okay. Had to cut it out because Logan Paul's contract is fully guaranteed. No, I don't think that would be the reason. Because his songs get over. If it gets over, that's more important than a guaranteed contract. Because, I mean, look at Danhausen. He's got his own ice cream truck now. It's got his face on the front of it. Literally. There are no refunds of human monies. How dare he want a refund of human monies? I will say I'm happy that they're allowing more of the superstars to speak in their native tongue more than just English. Because that was always a big issue of mine. They wouldn't let Asuka speak Japanese. And now Penta did most of that promo in Spanish. Io does a lot of her promos in Japanese. It feels better that way. Well, that one's on Sunday. So that one actually matters. The fuck? Okay, there's somebody that I actually know, fucking Mario Lopez. Oh, hey, O'Shea Jackson's there. I mean, he's still probably gonna show him the product if it's bad. And I've got my problems with Ashton Kutcher. I've got plenty of problems with Ashton Kutcher. I was cool with him until he backed up Danny Masterson, and then no. Oh, hey, the AAA general manager's here. He played Hyde in that '70s show, and all I will say is a quick Google search will tell you everything you need to know. There's a lot that went into it. And all I can say is Topher Grace is fucking awesome now. I take back everything I ever said bad about him from Spider-Man 3. Ooh! Ooh, I like this. Ethan Page versus Rey Mysterio. That'll be good. I will say the matches have been surprisingly solid. Because none of the matches have been like, oh, I'm excited for this match. Outside of this one actually sounds fun. But that tag match was really solid to begin with, and I mean the Javon Evans Rusev match was surprisingly really good. Raquel and Soul should be good because you get the different differenting styles. Beep, 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 beep. Now I've got the whole "you are cursed" thing stuck in my head. And now everyone wants to hit home runs. You didn't want to do it like 3 days ago. Only like 3 of you hit home runs like 3 days ago. And that was annoying. Snap into a Slim Jim. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda like the Cody Rhodes logo that's just like a captain's patch. What is this Denny's commercial? Dude, that Denny's commercial made me want to go to Denny's. I loved that. Free shipping on qualifying orders tonight. Oh man. That's fucking crazy, man. Unbelievable. Oh, 5 free wings from Wingstop? We ain't got a Wingstop around here though. There's one in DC though. Oh shit. Hey Cass, what's up, man? That's interesting. Oh, okay. So now that's the first time I've seen the Big Cass return vignette. I didn't realize it was only Cass in the vignette. So are they gonna bring him back alone and then reintroduce Enzo? Hmm. I'm curious now to see what they do, if that's the case. I mean, he comes back next week. I'll keep tabs on the show probably through Twitter. I'm curious how they see Ethan Page, because I very much could see like half of the creative staff viewing him as a main event talent, and half of the creative staff just seeing him as a mid carder. Reason Enzo was in the package was that he will be heading to NXT while the former AEW star will start on the main roster. Interesting, because it sounded like they were bringing them both up specifically to be a tag team. That wow, huh. That's very curious that they're bringing Enzo back on NXT, unless it's a full-on rebrand. And keep Cass and Enzo apart. But what's the point? Because they brought them back initially, everybody at least thought, to boost the tag division. So what's the point in keeping them apart if your game plan is to boost the tag division with them? Because that seems very counterintuitive if you're going to eventually team them back up, but keep them apart to begin with. I mean, I'm very intrigued what they're going to do with Kaz if they're not going to, oh my god. That's the hardest part of the ring. Uh it's like consensus of like nuisance. Well, we know that. I mean, I'm shocked they're bringing him back in general, but I am very interested to see what they do with Cass uh, on his own, because once again, if you go back and watch his feud with Aiden English, he proved he's got really good comedic skills as well as really solid mic skills, just in general. So I think there's a lot you can do with him. I mean, he was blackballed, but the accusations were dropped against him. So once that happened, you know, you knew there was a chance he could come back. You just didn't know who would pull the trigger on that. I mean, I didn't believe anybody would, but you know, they didn't hire me as part of the creative staff after my 2 applications. Never even gave me an email that they were going in a different direction. So I don't even know if they ever saw my application. I mean, I wouldn't be that insulted. The diss track wasn't great. I've listened to it. It's not good. Like, I'm not a big, like, I like rap, but I'm not the biggest rap connoisseur. My genre is emo and metal, but even I knew it was a bad song. Fucking dude wipes. Huh. Yeah, don't try and rip the mask off. That's that's like wrestling a luchador 101. Unless it's Pagano, then you kind of rip the mask off, but it's only like his face, and then he gets the cool, like, bloody looking face, and it's really awesome, and you're like, that's a cool ass look, and that's why you're awesome. Oh, God. He ate that. Oh, what you got right? Hey! Oh, no. Ooh. I thought he was going for vintage Rey Mysterio there with the wheelbarrow bulldog, but he didn't. Was it new? I thought it was the same Painmaker gimmick that he's run before. Because I like the Painmaker gimmick from, like, a just, like, if he's gonna just one off it now and just bring it out every so often, I like that idea. But if it's gonna be you know, that's the nickname again, then I'm like, no. No. Oh, I like the standing power slam. I will say they work really well together. I like what they're doing. They work really fucking well together. Although Ray kind of works well with everybody. So, if very few people I think Ray doesn't have good chemistry with. And also, we still all have to be amazed that at his age, with the 95,000 knee surgeries he's had, specifically on his left knee, uh, the fact that Ray can move the way he does and do the things he still is able to do is remarkable. What the fuck is this spot gonna be? Oh, he landed on the apron. That's the hardest part of the ring. Oh, shoulder first into the fucking announce table. That's that's intriguing. That's an interesting way to do things, counteracting the 619. Oh, uh, I didn't know he's using a fisherman suplex as his finish now, but not gonna hate that. Love good fisherman suplex. Somebody actually predicted what's happening with the AW World Title. What are we talking about? Predicted? Are we talking about like the complete booking? Because I don't think anybody could predicted the complete booking. Or are we just saying like Kenny gets the title back and it leads to uh Osprey Kenny at All In? Because we all knew that's where it was going. And Kenny was going to win the belt, turn heel, and face Osprey at All In. See, I don't know how I feel about the heel turn. Because it just, the heel turn to me makes the Death Rider thing pointless. Once again, makes the Death Riders pointless. You turn Kenny when, no matter what, Osprey's gonna get cheered. Heel, face, doesn't matter. And it just, well, no, he got kicked out of the fucking Death Riders. Like, so he's out of the fucking Death Riders now. I don't, I just don't get why they spent so much time building up to essentially heel Osprey and elected to go the Kenny route. Because I think it's more interesting if you take a heel Ospreay into All In. I just think it's more interesting. Is it the right move? Probably not, because he's going to get cheered out of the fucking building no matter heel, face, whatever. But I would rather a heel Ospreay against face Omega than vice versa, really. I understand why they did it the other way, though. 9 times out of 10, I do argue with booking on both companies. Like 9 times out of 10, I'm like, no, I would rather the opposite. Yeah, but that never feels right. That's like doing big show turns. Heel, next week face, heel, next week face, then you turn again, then you turn again. Turn number 6,455. Okay. Human money's on a pole match. What, 34 turns for Big Show? Are you counting WCW? Or are you only counting WWE? Because I will say just WWE, that even seems way too few. I feel like I've seen 34 Big Show heel and face turns in just like a week. That's over his entire career. That seems way too little, especially if you're counting both. I feel like 12 of those 34 were just in WCW. I don't like that I just had to see an ad for an app for children and like 3 to 5 year olds. Get the kids off iPads. Unless they're good at not using the iPads, then it's fine. If they're bad at not using the iPads, then get them off the iPads. I've seen it too well. Uh, actually, Oh. Well, that's cool. I'm just finding out they changed some in Supercard where you can just go over the cards on the draft board now instead of pulling one by one. That saves a lot of fucking time. That is a weird tag team. That is a weird, weird tag team. Somebody said that the pay per view was ass, and now Raw is pretty much ass. Okay. You don't get to do that as a heel. That's not a heel thing to do. Well, apparently the Motor City Machine Guns are officially out of their 90-day non-compete clause, which yeah, probably means New Day should be out of theirs. New Day should be out of theirs, which means they'll probably show up at All In, I would expect. And we will do the watch along for All In because obviously. How the fuck's Solo up there? The Orioles squirrel away a win versus the Tigers. That is a dark squirrel. I've never seen a black squirrel. That is crazy. Have you ever seen a black squirrel? You gotta pop for that. God, LA Knight's theme is good. It's not as good as his original, because his original was better, but it's a good theme. It's one of the few really, really good ones by Def Rebel. And also, can we just point out that the fact that Solo has started, playing into the fact that he's just naturally stupidly funny, he's better on the mic. When he's just being himself, he's good. The main event Mafia is gonna be reunited at WrestleCon? Fuck yeah. Oh man. The, the main event Mafia, man. Oh. Oh. You know what I learned from the main event Mafia about Smojo? He's fat! Oh. Fucking love the main event Mafia. You want to talk about a good entrance theme, too. The main event Mafia theme. Oh. That's a good entrance theme. Boss Lady bought an ice cream machine. Make sure it works. Make sure it's not a McDonald's ice cream machine. What is it, like a Ninja Creamy? It makes spiked drinks? Uh-oh. Comes Fatu. Ye see more werewolf. Dear Lord, the Mets put up 14 on the Braves? God damn. Werewolf, werewolf. Oh, there's Royce. An automatic sprinkles dispenser? What the fuck is this machine? ML Dub, ML Dub, ML Dub, ML Dub. Oh god, he's got that Tonkin death grip in. My god. Time for some Blunt Force drama. Well, they stood tall, which means they're losing. In the box, it shows a spiked frozen apple teeny as the drink. That's quite a beverage choice. That'll. When I think of apple teenies, that's a bad influence right there. And if you understand that reference, you watch TNA at a good time. I don't see the problem, Jan. Using that in the workplace, that seems like a genius idea. Oh. Oh, you got him already. Nice job. Autocratic Buffalo. They must be fans of the new Nickel City jerseys. Vets here. Imagine needing to do a procedure on a guinea pig just for the vet to be sauced off a frozen cherry daiquiri. I can assume. Oh, we gotta do surgery on this guinea pig. Okay? I got this. I'm a steady hand. Hey, we did surgery on a grape. I bet you somebody somewhere can do drunk surgery on a guinea pig. I can't even say it with a straight face. Oba versus Lesnar 3. Yeah, you missed the clanker. Dusk, you missed him. Jaren took care of him real quick. Got that stabby stab in there real fast. He's autocratic, me losing having unchecked power. He's just upset that we don't like the Nickel City jerseys. Why is the champion coming out first? That's not how the rules work. Oh, I see. The champion came out first because Raquel's gonna get a jobber entrance. That explains it. That explains it. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna give Raquel the jobber entrance because we've gone to commercial. Because like every time they've gone to an ad break, whoever isn't already out is like already to the ring by the time they come back. I'm just like, why are you giving them all the jobber entrances? Yeah, I'll turn that on after stream. Sad she needs Liv and Dom by her side just to get her entrance on TV. Man, she had that little push where, she was really getting pushed. Then she had, I forget what the medical issue was. Cuz it wasn't, I don't believe it was an injury. I believe it was a medical problem she was going through, and that killed her push. You know what they say, they never say you lose the starting job by injury, but then what happens? We've all seen it. We've all seen it. Hell, my favorite quarterback won the job because of injury. I feel like they do that with most bigger women's wrestlers. Just because they're bigger, you can sell it a little more that way. Excuse me. Whew. You guys gonna watch the Field of Dreams game? Rod Taylor, Tyrod Taylor did always lose his job to injuries, and it was always to rookies. You wanted your rookie to be good, Tyrod had to start and then get hurt. Poor Tyrod, man. Oh, I'm on to see Spider-Man Thursday. Do you guys want me to tell you how it is Friday? I will not spoil it, but I will let you know what I think about it. I was right. She got the jobber entrance. I'll spoil what Sadie Sink is in the movie because that's all anybody seems to care about. It's who she plays, and it could be one of like 95 different characters. Yep, yep. The accidental punctured lung, which led to the start of the most overhyped quarterback maybe of all time, the internet's favorite quarterback in Justin Herbert. The sad thing is, like, I don't even hate Justin Herbert. I hate how much everyone else loves him. Because he's a fine quarterback. He's just that. He's a fine quarterback. 2012, then they won the Super Bowl with Flacco. Yep. Yep. I still, I never did get my 20 bucks out of that Super Bowl. I was owed 20 bucks because my roommate thought Ray Lewis was going to win MVP just because, you know, it was his last season. I'm like, dude, it's a quarterback award. It always goes to the quarterback. Unless a defender makes a massively big play, defenders don't get it. And I made a bet with two people, my roommate and somebody else that was there watching it with us. And she paid me the 20 bucks. He never did. I'm still upset about that. What the? Like a Raven Lyra over here. Didn't realize Lyra joined the flock. Herbert's a good regular season quarterback. He'll get you to the playoffs, but not where you actually want to go. He's just too inconsistent for me. He plays really well in games that it's like, yeah, of course you played really well. But then when he has to take on competition, it's like, where's the Herbert that took on the weak team? Where's that guy at? Where did he go to? I mean, the game against the Jags is a perfect example. Their offense did less than jack shit. You would have thought I was playing with them. They were that bad. And I'm like, and even I was watching it going like, why are you this bad? You should not be this bad against us. And they were getting every call in the fucking book to help him too. That was what was even funnier. I think he had a total of 85 yards. And of course they benched him in the third quarter. Sending on for 20 bucks. I don't even know where he is now. Given that was 14 years ago, so yeah, I don't give a shit. But I don't even know what he's doing now. About Herbert is if he had this, if he had that, if Chargers don't do something this year with real offensive weapons and OC, no more excuses. He's Philip Rivers. I mean, he essentially is Philip Rivers. I think even with everything he has, he's Philip Rivers. That's just what he is. No, the game they choked the playoffs was different. The game where he only had 85 yards was the week after we lost to Davis Mills. That was the week after we gave up the game to Davis Mills. Dude, but now it has to be officially recognized. Exactly. But nobody's going to recognize it because everybody's just like, well, no, he's really good. And I think so, which means it's legit because I said it on the internet. And anyone else's opinion is wrong because that's how opinions work. That's what annoys me the most about giving an opinion on the internet. It's always the other dude with a differing opinion will say his opinion is more valid, though it is an opinion, so it doesn't mean it's valid at all. And it's like, bruh, I don't care. It's like when I say I like said video game, and then someone says said video game is shit because they don't like said style of video games. Yep, opinions are only valid when backed by facts. Like, the God of War game is going to be good. That's a fact. However much people don't like it because Deborah Ann Wolf is the main character. And the fact that people don't like it because Deborah Ann Wolf is the main character is that's confusing to me because that's 90% of the reason I would buy the game. You know. Jalen Hurts a fine quarterback. He's fine. he also gets overhyped a bit because of the team he's on. But he's fine. But my favorite thing is people saying Trevor Lawrence is overhyped, and I'm just like, I don't think anyone's actually overhyping Trevor Lawrence. I just think most people that hear about him think about Clemson, and that's why they say he's overhyped. I don't think anybody actually overhypes Trevor Lawrence anymore. Like, even for me, I think he's a probably top 15 quarterback. If he plays like he did last year, then we can start talking about him as a in contention to be a top 5. But I'm not going to sit here and say he's top 10 yet. And I'm a Jags fan. Yeah, 12 to 14 is a pretty good spot. 12 to 14, I think, is a very viable spot for Trevor right now. Yeah, Super Bowls don't mean anything. Eli Manning won a Super Bowl when literally the Super Bowl game was one incredible catch from David Tyree and really good defensive play. Yeah, Hurts being the best quarterback and one of the best in Eagles histories is just a low bar. That's like me saying Trevor is the best Jags quarterback. He is because we literally only had like 2 for him to beat, one of which was Blake Bortles. The other is Mark Brunell. That's it. It's not too difficult. Like, Trevor was the best quarterback in Jags history his rookie year. And we all saw how he played his rookie year. A little sloppy on the DDT, but it's fine. That's easy mode, though. Jags and head coach 09's easy mode. Because they're extremely highly rated in the game. Reggie Williams is like an 85. Reggie Williams is like an 85. You have like Mojo and Fred are like 89 and 92. David Garrard's a 90. Like, they are immensely overrated. Oh god, Raquel's busted open. Fuck. She might have a broken nose. Holy fuck. Oh hey, Io's here. Liv be weary. Her husband's now in the company. You don't want to make evil mad. He'll come out and, I don't know, do something. Oh, good old big dick Nick. You know how I feel about him. Like the guy, but that Jags tender or tenure. Speaking of a guy who lost his job to injury. Oh, fuck. Soul Snatcher. Oh! Oh, shit. I didn't believe she was going to get the dub. He did lead to Minshew Mania. The one quarterback I will never talk shit about. I love Gardner. I don't care what team he's on outside that little bit of time with the Colts, because obviously, fuck the Colts. Uh, but I love Gardner. I will never say anything bad about Gardner. Gardner Minshew was my guy in the pre-draft process. During the draft, during the combine, I saw him and I went like, I like that guy. I don't know what it is about him, but I like that guy. Uh, and I'd seen only a little bit of his college tape beforehand, but I just liked Gardner immediately. Got my Gardner Minshew jersey, you know. Love me some Minshew mania. Good for Raquel. She got the jobber entrance and came out on top. Got busted open in the process, too. UMCC played Minshew on Last Chance U. Who was he playing for at the time? Because wasn't it the year prior to him going to Washington State? Who was he playing for at the time? Northwest Mississippi Community College. Okay. Because it was I know it was the year before he went to Washington State. But I didn't remember what the community college was he was on. Yeah, he's a journeyman. My comp for him at one point, like, once he got traded, my comp for him was just Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's that guy that just you sign him because he can start if need be. You just don't want to start him, but you're okay if you have to. Oh, we are getting Gunther versus Aldis. Okay. I didn't realize we were actually getting Gunther versus Aldis. Balor versus Zayn. That'll be fun. Baron Corbin's re-debuted match on pay-per-view. I bring the darkness, I hunger man, I got to run it, I burn it down. My will, I'll make it real. I'll be a land of days. It's three moves of doom. Chop, chop, sleeper hold. Hey, you don't need much when it works. Yeah, Gardner's one of those rare guys that, like, after he left Jacksonville, he didn't get better. Which is very surprising. Normally, when you leave Jacksonville, you get better. But between him, Allen Robinson is probably the biggest example of a guy who left Jacksonville and did not get better. Uh, James Robinson never got the chance, but he's champion now, so that doesn't matter. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he wasn't bad. I'm just saying he never got better. Because he played in Indy about as good as his best games in Jacksonville. Like that rookie year when he made Bradley Chubb tear his ACL, which is still one of my favorite plays of that season. One, it's a great play by Minshew, and two, it's just funny watching him juke out Chubb and knowing that's where he tore it. I will say, I think he fit Steichen's scheme quite well, solely because Steichen's scheme is very basic. You're not really asked to do much. Unless your name's Anthony Richardson, anyone can run that scheme. Because, you know, he runs the Doug Peterson-esque scheme, which is screen, screen, run, screen, screen, run, run, screen, run, screen, 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 run. Screen, run. Deep shot. Screen, screen, screen. Fun fact, did you know Steichen only has 2 wins against the Jags in his entire tenure as the Colts head coach? I did not realize that. Yeah, both in Indy because he's never won in Jacksonville. I'm going to send you guys a link. I'm going to put a link in chat. This link is the final game the Colts won in Jacksonville. Let's see, where is it? There's a playlist of Jaguars games from 2010 to 2016. No, that's not what I wanted. Fuck you. And I will go back to this playlist every so often just to watch old games because as much as it shouldn't be fun for me, from the 2010s onward were like when I really, and I mean really got into watching the Jags play. Like I made an effort to watch every Jags game at that point. So, special place in my heart, even though we were dog shit through most of it. Where is the game? Yeah. This game right here is the last game the Colts won in Jacksonville. And I want you, it is not a Rickroll. This is legitimately the last game the Colts won in Jacksonville. And the best part of it is, it was the last game the Jags played before Blake Bortles took over as the starter. So, this game right here that I just put in chat is the last game before Blake Bortles became the starter. He takes over in the second half. And it is the last game the Colts won in Jacksonville. The second Blake Bortles became your starter in Jacksonville, the Colts couldn't win in Jacksonville. I don't know what it is. Oh, that's Luke Jokel, all right. That's Luke Jokel. It depends on what you consider a good season. For me, the 2010 season was solid. We went 8-8. We should have made the playoffs that year. We were good enough to make the playoffs that year. We wouldn't have done much, but we were good enough to make it. We fell a game shy because Tennessee won. But 2010, I felt like we should have made the playoffs. Yeah, we were very lucky that year. We hit the 59-yarder against Indy, and we had the Hail Mary against Houston that year as well. Now, 2017 was the only good year when it came to actually being good. That's not a surprise. That's not a surprise at all. Yeah, Kenny McIntosh got waived. Dear Lord. Tatsuya Imai out in the first inning? Well, that's good. Apparently, the Angels scored 2 runs and then left the base, or then ended with the bases loaded, which is not fun, but very Angels of them. Why, why are you not talking, Roman? 7-4 run, but then went 1-4 in the final 5 weeks. Yeah, that'll get you fired. That'll get you fired, sadly. Dear Lord, 40 pitches after 2 for Urania. God damn. Yeah, the GOAT, Jack Del Rio. Ooh. Fun fact, only made the playoffs once with Jack Del Rio as our head coach. Made the playoffs 3 times, I think, with Tom Coughlin. I think only once with Jack Del Rio, and that's in like 8 years. That was 2007. And then none with Mike Malarkey, because that was only 1 year, and it was Malarkey. Who was after Malarkey? Gus Bradley. That's who. Ooh. Didn't do jack shit there. Who made the playoffs with Marone. And then, yeah, then 1 year with Doug after a year that didn't actually happen. I know you guys think a year happened in 2021. That didn't exist. I don't know what you're talking about. Um, 1 year with Doug, and then 1 year with Liam. So. He's a head ball coach. Fucking man couldn't coach his own balls. Man sure as hell couldn't coach his own fingers on how to find the hole in jeans. There's evidence of that. He never did finger the co-ed because he couldn't figure it out. Let's be real. If you ever wanted to feel smart, just watch that footage because it's one thing almost every dude can do better than Urban Meyer. He might be he might be a good recruiter. But there's one thing every guy's better at than Urban Meyer. Back in my day, girls wore skirts. He just did not know how jeans worked. Oh. Oh my god, Seth said professional wrestling. Like the first thing I heard when the video started playing was the confidence of Blake Bortles. That wasn't a thing then. I probably have, but I could not tell you what it is. Why does he have 45 names? Also, I feel like looking at that name, it makes me just want to do this. Are you not buying? He has 75 different names? What? Are there NFL players? Oh, it does. Maybe they're related. Maybe they're part of the bloodline. Oh, there we go. Have the actual bloodline play football. True. True. That's part of being part of the bloodline. You have to play football for the most part. Specifically for the ACC. The Atlantic Coast Conference is bloodline territory. What's going to do, Roman? Man, one chair shot back in 2013 changed everything. Blackout. Roman the Usos solo. And Fatu played in high school. Tungaloa did for UTEP? That is the most Tungaloa That is the most Tungaloa school to go to. I'm sorry, but that fits him perfectly. Wait, the show was only 2.5 hours. Excuse me? Raw, you're not supposed to be well timed. The fuck, 2.5 hours? That's like a normal actual television program that makes sense. How dare you do that? How dare you go off at a nice time? That seems like horseshit. What the fuck are you doing? Don't mind me, I'm just going to Peacock. God, Obsession is so good. Such a good movie. Ones who end in the modern bloodline were Tama and Talatanga. I'm shocked Tama didn't. I think he would have been a pretty damn good slot receiver. I feel like athletically, he fits really well for a slot receiver. I will say, at some point, we are going to have to watch The Strangers Chapter 1. I've never watched it, and for those of you who haven't been here long enough, the original Strangers movie is one of my all-time favorite films. I think it does horror near flawlessly. The scares are really well done. It's made very cheaply. It does everything I love right about horror films. And from what I've heard, the new Stranger movies absolutely suck. They're god awful. That's from what I've heard. I have not watched them. I've just heard they are awful in comparison. So I feel like we're going to have to watch them so I can get upset. And you guys will get to see me be very upset at a film franchise that should have never become a franchise, and should have just stayed a singular film. We also at some point have to watch FNAF, because I haven't watched the second one yet. And we've got Bambi the Reckoning at some point, but we can hold off on that one. We'll save that for a very special day. I think we might hold off on Bambi until maybe we get the next. When Pinocchio drops, maybe we'll watch Bambi and Pinocchio together for a movie night. Yeah, that's like all the movies we really have. Got Popeye. Got all the Popeye horror movies that were made. Dear Lord, I'm shocked. I'm shocked that popped up. That 70 show popped up. I talked about Ashton Kutcher and how much I've just lost respect for him because of the whole Dane Masterson thing. Oh, hey. You guys want to watch the Angels game for a little bit? Apparently that's on Peacock. Solo played for Dixon State. The Usos played for West Alabama, Roman for Georgia Tech, The Rock for Miami. I didn't know there was a Dickinson State. That's a lot of channel points, man. That's a lot of fucking channel points. They're only in the bottom of the third? What the fuck? I want to know what Urania's pitch count is, because he was at 40 at the end of 2, so... How bad is the pitch count now? Okay, 53. He at least had a better inning. Oh, also, in case you guys didn't know, apparently Apparently, you can watch preseason games on ESPN Unlimited. I did not know this until I was looking at like box scores, and at the top of ESPN's website it's got the Jags New Orleans game and it has ESPN Unlimited on the label, and I was like, what? Wait a minute, what? I can watch them actually live on ESPN Unlimited? That's fucking cool. So I just thought I'd give you guys a heads up. So if you have it, you can go ahead and watch preseason games when they actually are live instead of waiting for them to come on NFL Network at like 7:30 in the morning. Or like I normally have to. I record them at like 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning because it's always when they show the Jags games. So yeah, not this weekend, but next weekend I'm gonna be watching the Jags game at 4 o'clock. I'm gonna be watching the preseason game that will not have Travis Etienne in it. It'll be Spencer Rattler versus Nick Mullins. Dickinson State is in North Dakota. Played in front of 3 people. 261.2 thousand here. You got a lot of channel points. You can use them for a shit ton. Unless you're saving up for the Rickroll. Whoa! That was a high pitch. Timeout. Can I get the Angels broadcast? Because I just realized I'm on the Houston broadcast. Yay. I can get the Angels broadcast. Now I'm going to have sent through ads. Never mind. They didn't give me any ads. I thought I was going to have to sit through ads again. I'm sorry. How many pitches total have we seen from Houston if he's already sitting at 28? And we already knocked out Imai. Ooh! Grissom! Gone! There you go. Vaughn Grissom, man. He's playing really well as of late. Oh, do you really want that Maya voice? That was the question. You're gonna get it when she shows up in the game. Jared would ask you not to bring it out, but yeah. Hell, Jared might pay you for that. And how much he hates it. There's 2 things Jaren hates voice wise from me. It's Maya and the old hag. Those are the 2 voices that he hates the most. Oh, you're getting that. You're getting the Maya voice as it's meant to be. You damn well know that. You damn well know that. I don't know what it is about Peacock, but Peacock loves to buffer. I don't know why. Even on like normal things, it buffers a shit ton. Peacock's annoying. It's not even on live stuff. Just everything. Fucking buffers. Ah, foul. No, 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 no. Pearl made sense. She grew up a bit. Maya would never grow up. She's still Maya at heart. So voice stays. As much as you don't want it, voice stays. I feel like I would have to bring up her dialogue in order to remember how exactly I did the voice. I remember slightly, but I haven't done it since. Was she was she in the second game? I don't think she was in the second game. So I don't think I've done that voice since the Steel Samurai. Dude stepped off the bag. What the Dude, the Astros might be worse than the Angels. Legitimately might be worse than the Angels. How the fuck do you step off the bag so casually like that? Like, you want to talk about people calling rigged. That right there is what you call rigged. I mean, I know plenty of 28-year-olds that would sound like that, Jared. I don't know what you mean. She needs that voice. She needs the voice. You are gonna try so hard to make your argument. Oh yeah, she was, wasn't she? Apparently the Red Sox are eyeing CJ Abrams. I gotta check those pitch counts. That's what I was doing initially. Then I got distracted by a Vaughn Grissom homer. Oh my god, they have thrown 71 total pitches. In 3 innings, the Angels have forced the Astros to throw 71 total pitches. They are warming up Christian Javier. The fuck is happening? Ah, just popped it up. Well, blooper! Blooper! Jo Adell RBI right there. One of the few actual trade pieces we might actually have. Fuck yeah. Didn't the break just end, though? Did the break just end? Can't really take them on a small sample size like that. I hate that they do 6-7. It is it is almost as annoying as the fact that Artie Moreno still owns the team. I mean, the Angels can't be much better. I don't know what our last 10 has been. Let me find out. Let's see. Yeah, it was Detroit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We've won 4 of our last 10. So, you know, not much better. All the champs back. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Me and Josh going head to head for that title again. It's always good times. You haven't been up there yet, Jen. You're the Dean Ambrose right now. You're not the golden boy just yet, but you're gonna win that title eventually. We know. And you're gonna have a good run. You're gonna have a good run. No one's gonna respect it at first, but then they're gonna understand it was a very solid run. That's what really matters is we are all on the same side to beat Madden. As long as Madden loses, we all truly win. Well, you might not have to use it on Mutt this year. You can use it on coach experience. Motherfuckers hitting our players. Urania, you need to peg somebody. Fucking just deck them right in the face. I'm looking at trade deadline stuff. Yep, that's the end of the third. That's the end of 3. Mm. I just wanted to see what that trade deadline tracker says. Didn't say much. I'll say that much. Be an Eagle or a Raider. Where would he fit in your running back room? Whew. Fight for RB3. Because right now, what is it? It's Genty. And who's your 2 right now? Because I would think Washington would be fighting at worst for the 3 spot. Okay, Washington's the 2. I wasn't sure if there was a guy in front of him or not. So, okay, so Genty and Washington. Yeah, I guess then he's fighting for the 3. Although I would think, is Washington going to be a return specialist early? Because with that kind of speed, I would think you'd want to utilize him to some degree in the return game. Ooh. Oh, that thing hung up. Nice. There we go. Come on, Urania. Get out of the 4th. I think we'll go through this 4th inning, and we'll call a stream after that, mainly because I've got to edit tonight. So, Malik Benson, Dante Thornton. Okay, so they're using Thornton as the return man. That makes sense. Because you need to use some of your speed there, and Thornton's got that, that's for sure. There was a sign that said 47 bangs and had a trash can on it. I love when Jose Altuve shows up and he just gets booed. Just booze after booze after booze. Love it. Why the fuck did you just take that, you dumbass? Oh, I'm sorry, that last pitch was called a ball? What the hell are you doing? It should be an 0-2 count. Oh yeah, Dorsett ain't making that 53 man. He's there to be legs for training camp. You didn't go fishing. I will say, for a team with one of the worst records in baseball, the Angels still have more people than I would expect showing up to this ballpark. There you go. You got a good handful of guys set up to return. I think for the Jags, it's Josh Cameron, I think, is going to be the primary option, with Parker Washington now getting more snaps at wideout. And then I don't know, and probably DJ Dallas would be behind him. Maybe Austin Trammell. I mean, I would hope. Has the NFL said if they're going to let him use kanji or not? At worst, let the Raiders sell a kanji jersey at least. Ooh. That's gone. Well, that broke the shutout. That's the first Houston hit, too. Damn. We had a no-hitter going. Just give him one right down the middle. Yep. Well, at least you finished the inning quick afterwards. Gave up the home run, then immediately getting out, so at least limited the damage. So yeah, after this bottom of the fourth, we'll call the stream. And you guys can think about what we're doing tomorrow. Once again, I'd like to keep it relevant to what we have been doing, or, you know, watch alongs. Those are the easy things. What? I'm sorry, what? Jensen, I need a link to whatever article you found. You threw your wall, you threw your wall, you threw your phone against the wall and it did more damage to the wall than your phone. Do you have a Nokia? Like, that's the only thing I could think that could do that. There's no way anyone is bringing in Everson Griffin. No way in hell. I like that. I saw that whole interview. I saw the interview of that. And then there is a article a little bit down from that I saw that says former Minnesota Viking Everson Griffin arrested for allegedly violating DWI restriction. Okay, so it was the case that did most of the damage then. Because if you had like the old brick Nokias, that wall would have a gaping hole in it, like a massive hole in it. That's what would have happened. Because those Nokias, those things don't die at all. Saying he's fully clean now and wants a shot. Oh. How old is he? Oh, just popped it up, Neto. You just popped it up. Okay, at least one foul. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way an actual team's gonna give him a shot. At 38, no. No. There you go, Zach. Oh. Damn. I thought it had a little more sail on it. Fuck. I mean, he's got the rap sheet for it. Come on, Mikey. What's happening? Oh. Catcher's got a bit of an injury on his thumb. Ooh. Yeah, might have cut himself then. Oh, yeah. Hmm. Oh, nice gash, too. Come on, Mikey. Hit a home run, man. I will say, watching Christian Javier pitch, he is my favorite pitcher to go against in any MLB game in Road to the Show because his pitches are the most obvious bullshit I've ever seen in my life. If this man gives you a curveball, that thing is going so slow you can sit there and wait. You can sit there, just watch that thing, time it up beautifully. It's almost always a homer. It's almost always a homer. There was one game I think I hit like 4 homers off of him. And I did not understand how he was still in the game. Even his 94 fastball looks slow, at least from, the back angle. Ah, yeah, he's gonna get under that one. No blooper this time. All right, one more out. Nolan, are you gonna keep the stream going for a bit longer, or are you gonna ruin it for everybody? He fouled it. Fouled another one. And fouls off another. And fouled off another one. God. And that one is easily taken care of. And that is going to be what takes us to the end of this one. I'm going to get some music on for you guys to take you out. I've got to work on next Monday's video. So That's my game plan for the rest of the night. We'll go with this one. But as for tomorrow, of course, we'll be live at 1. Who knows what the fuck we're doing? That's up to you guys. And of course, the rest of the week, we'll stream Wednesday, probably about 8 o'clock Wednesday, and then 1 o'clock Friday. The Thursday is I'm busy. So, with that, Jen, Dusk, appreciate you guys for being here. And I will see you guys. Wait for it. I'm not even ready. I'm not used to having the reaction screen up as much. With that, I will see you guys next time.